In 2025, WFWPI submitted its quadrennial report to the United Nations on behalf of its 128 national chapters, documenting 552,000 people reached across 128 countries. WFWPI's New York team of 12 UN representatives, 7 interns, and 51 global peace ambassadors advanced women leadership, peace building, environmental and climate action advocacy, aligning with the UN SDGs. Guided by WFWPI's co-founder, Dr. Hak Jahan Moon's peace philosophy of serving by the logic of love, women and men working in partnership beyond boundaries and building a peaceful world through forgiveness and healing, youth leadership and environmental stewardship through permaculture, WFWPI's theory of change is implemented from the UN's global advocacy into household transformation, women as peacemakers, peace-loving families, safe communities, environmental stewardship that heals people, families, and our planet. WFWPI's Vice President and Director of UN Relations Office, Merle Barlan, spoke on institutionalizing values-based education in all levels of education during the UN High-Level Political Forum in July and during the International Day of Peace at Kane University in September, with the Bridge of Peace ceremony raised as a platform for reconciliation and healing of families and racial conflicts. To promote the reunification of North and South Korea, our UN representatives joined the WFWP USA at the DMZ Peace Pilgrimage in South Korea. The event highlighted women's leadership in peace building and reconciliation practices, creating platforms where women and families understand origins of conflicts, find reconciliations, and understand reconciliation processes, rebuild trust, and overcome historical conflicts. WFWPI signed the Memorandum of Understanding with Cebu Institute of Technology University in the Philippines to mainstream permaculture education to solve food insecurity and environmental issues. At the CSW 69 Leadership Advocacy Training, the theme was equipping women and girls for peace building and partnership through education, advocacy, and empowerment, localizing the Beijing Platform for Action and establishing lines of reporting to the United Nations and our governments. WFWPI held a leadership advocacy training at the New Yorker Hotel on March 8th and 9th. At the beginning of March 1st, WFWPI and the Women's Immigration and Communications Cafe, We Cafe, and the Women in Media, WAM, co-organized a celebratory concert in the Philippine Center, New York, to kickstart the 69th session of the UN Commission on the Status of Women. This powerful event marked the 30 years of women defying poverty, stereotypes, climate challenges, and inequities since the 1995 Beijing Conference on Women Empowerment. WFWPI also participated in the 69th session of the UN Commission on the Status of Women on March 10 to 22, 2025, and WFWPI co-hosted the following meetings: one side event with the Philippine Mission on Women, Peace, and Security, operationalizing the Pasay Declaration. 3 parallel events were organized by WFWP Korea, and WFWP Japan, and the UN Geneva office. And there was an NGO fair hosted by WFWP Japan, fundraising for Rwanda. And a special meeting with former Minister of Women of India, Ms. Smriti Irani. In April, WFWPI hosted a UN roundtable talk with Chairperson Jennifer Sibo Glass of the National Commission on Indigenous Peoples, NCIP, from the Philippines. Through this meeting, collaboration opportunities were explored, focusing on advocacy and empowerment initiatives for local communities. On July 15, 2025, WFWPI participated in a side event called Sexual Harassment as a Barrier to Achieving the SDGs, Reimagining Dignity, Work, and Peace Through Youth Advocacy. The event aligned with the 2025 high-level political forum focused on the impact of sexual and workplace harassment in cultural sectors, stressing how addressing these issues is crucial for achieving SDGs, particularly gender equality, decent work, and justice. In support of the campaign for the release of WFWPI's co-founder Dr. Hak Jahan Moon, WFWPI UN representatives collaborated with the Family Federation for World Peace in Elizabeth, New Jersey, with the Peace Starts With Me initiative in November 22. Together with the youth leaders from various religious and cultural backgrounds, the forum focused on bridging religious divides, interfaith understanding and cooperation, and building a safe, caring, and free and prosperous communities. On December 5, 2025, the Women's Federation for World Peace International UN office hosted an intimate holiday appreciation gathering honoring global peace ambassadors. On that same day, WFWPI soft launched the Global Women Ambassadors for Peace Academy, GUAPA app, as a global platform for peace leadership and environmental education materials, character formation, environmental stewardship courses, forgiveness guides, and series of modules designed for mothers, youth leaders, teachers, and community workers. UN representatives of WFWPI successfully launched local activities that open conversations on domestic violence for the UN campaign on 16 days of activism against gender-based violence in Newark, New Jersey, and Jamaica, New York. On December 10th, WFWPI's UN representatives attended the ECOSOC's event on mobilizing for a sustainable future, the showcase of the Sustainable Transport Action Commitments in New York, USA, held as a part of the launch of the United Nations Decade of Sustainable Transport 2026 to 2035. WFWPI will continue to endeavor to bring UN's dream of a peaceful world into practical, daily, actionable practices in the communities in America, women and men partnering to build peaceful families through forgiveness and healing, raising young people to become peace-loving global citizens.